In today's gaming news, Hearthstone's Goblins vs. Gnomes launched this week, so did Scrolls, and major updates are coming to Landmark. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Your favorite neckbeard here. Force, with your day's gaming news. First up today, Hearthstone's Goblins vs. Gnomes is officially live. This expansion, focusing on Azeroth's most dangerous tinkerers, added over 120 new cards, and as a result, the ladder is all sorts of crazy. I've been playing throughout the course of this week, and the thing that I absolutely love, and what I anticipated, is that everything is wild and off the wall. Now, we're still seeing many of those sort of standard decks that have become so popular over the past year of Hearthstone on the ladder, such as Control Warrior or Handlock. But we're starting to see more of a mix of things, and even those decks are getting tuned a little bit differently. And I think it's just going to be a matter of time until people sort of figure out what the most potent new cards are, and we might even see a breaking of those standard deck types that we've just gotten so used to and frankly bored of over the last half year, because really the ladder's been more or less the same thing for quite some time. So it's nice that we've got new cards, it's nice that things are mixed up, and again, it is officially live if you haven't checked it out yet. Another game that launched this week is Scrolls. Remember that? From the same company that brought you Minecraft, this is a digital collectible card game that is presented on a board game like hexagonal battlefield. You get to play units and spells and all sorts of different things from a combination of over 350 scrolls that are currently in the game and face off against opponents. So I actually took a look at this game quite some time ago, back when it was in the beta, and I remember liking it. Now, obviously I didn't like it enough to continue to play it because I haven't played it in quite some time, but it's a game that you can actually try for free. I believe the full version is available for $5, but over on the Scrolls website, they do have a try it out first option in which you can just download the game and give it a shot. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, with the current success of Hearthstone and just how popular it is, I'm really surprised that this isn't a free-to-play game, that they're just having microtransactions in or allowing you to buy boosters similar to what Hearthstone does, because it's comparable in that it's digital collectible card game. But is anyone talking, besides me right now, when's the last time you heard someone talking about Scrolls? And that's the thing. That's why I think it might be a problem, that even though it's a low barrier of entry of only $5, maybe it should have been free to play. Maybe they should have chosen a different model, and if so, maybe more people would be talking about it. Because I didn't think it was a bad game, but I don't know. And last up in news today, there is going to be a major update coming to EverQuest Next Landmark. Next week's update will be adding caves that go down to the world core, monsters, brand new loot, transportation systems, and much more. I'm bringing this up because I was actually really excited the first time I checked out Landmark, and I jumped into it and I played it pretty heavily for about a week, but then I got kind of bored because besides the building, which by itself was great, there wasn't much to do. Now, they since added combat, and I talked about this in the Force feed some time ago, a few months ago, how I was going to go back in and check it out, and I did, but unfortunately just the gameplay, like the movement and the combat itself, didn't feel very good. So this is a game that I am continuously keeping tabs on, partially because I think it's interesting what they're doing with it, but also because I am anticipated to sort of the follow-up to Landmark, which is going to be the fully fleshed out EverQuest Next, the actual MMO. And Landmark is supposed to eventually be a game that will essentially allow you to build your own MMO, build your own RPG universe. And over the months, they've been adding new systems and features to make strides towards that. And they're adding monsters, they're adding new loot, they're adding transportation systems, they're adding underground caves, like more stuff's coming. My biggest hang-up though with this title sort of has been how it feels to move around the world, and the feeling of combat just doesn't feel very impactful. A similar problem that I had with, say, for example, the Elder Scrolls Online. It doesn't feel weighty and heavy, and that's something that I hope gets tuned with this game, because I'd like Landmark to be good. I'd like it to be something that I play again, and maybe this update, this update I will be checking out, and if I find it interesting enough, I'll make some coverage and show it to you guys here on the channel. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of The Feed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to comment in the comment section below about any of the topics discussed here today. Goblins vs. Gnomes out this week. It's available now. Did you check it out? Have you bought some new cards? What do you think about it? Scrolls, do you remember that game? And then lastly, we're getting a big update to Landmark next week. If you're going to dive in or if you're looking forward to it, let me know why. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. The last time I wore this shirt on an episode of The Feed, someone asked me why I had a grape stain on my shirt. This isn't a grape stain. This is a logo. Can you not see it? Is my camera not high fidelity enough? This is a logo. Is a man, two men on a horse. Is that two men on a horse or one man on a horse? I don't know. I mean, I guess it looks like a grape juice stain. So, all right, whatever.